There's a company named Benlari, and they reached out to me, wanted to know if they sent me some ATV accessories, if I'd review them. Today we're going to be looking at the front mounted like cargo bag. I have opened the box just to make sure it is what it is and it wasn't something else maybe my wife bought on Amazon, but I haven't even opened it yet. We're going to do that now and take a look at it. If you're at all curious, stick around. So what they sent me was, there's a few things here to look at, but the main thing they sent me is supposed to be their 73-liter front mount ATV bag. That's what this is here. There's a few things to look at, a few parts and pieces here, and honestly, I'm not even sure what all this stuff is, but that's what I want today's video to be. I want to go through it, look at it, kind of evaluate. Is it worth the time? Is it worth the hassle? Does it provide value? Is it waterproof? Would you actually use it? Would I actually use it? Does it even fit? It says right on the website it's supposed to fit Honda, Can-Am, Polaris, all the major brands of ATV. I have a Polaris Sportsman, so we're going to dig deep into that too. So if I look at this bag, my initial response, initial reaction is I like that the inside's orange. Being colorblind and older, everything I get anymore, it's always black on the inside, and then I find that like if I have a piece of a camera or whatever, it doesn't always fit right. I'm not 1000% sure what this is. Instructions, let's see if we can find those. They blow away. Back pocket. So it does look like there's, I don't know, I can't believe a bag would have some, it's hard to believe a bag would have installation steps, but it does. Let's get you closer so you can see what this is. So I have each of these things, they're labeled, there's 5. Let's see, I got a 1, 2, okay, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pieces there. The instructions really just have pictures. This looks like the 3 ones. Maybe that's what this is. I'm not sure. Okay, so one is this. Maybe. Okay, so this maybe slides into here. So it keeps its shape. Oh, there we go. There is a zipper. I bet it'd be similar. You could tell inside this thing it's just cardboard, so I don't know how well that would really hold up over time if you're really, we all know once you bend cardboard it's kind of screwed. You could I guess just go to the grocery store or whatever and look to find an empty box and cut a replacement out. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 is there. What's kind of nice about that is it looks like it would hold it would keep its shape. I suppose you could stop right there. 4 and 5 looks like it's just a separator area. So, okay. I think that's good. So now that the assembly is done, let's take a look at the bag itself. Again, we've got our logo up front. It does some nice big handles on the side. I could imagine if this was really full of a bunch of gear, this could be a little heavy. It holds its space. The whole, maybe I don't know what you'd put in here. This netting is kind of nice. Again, if you had, you know, flashlight or some batteries or something. How it is supposed to attach is there's all these like quick attach straps. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to attach to the Polaris Ranger easily, but or the Polaris Sportsman. We're going to take a look at that. This thing is kind of cool. If you had like, I don't know, let's imagine you're going, you know, you're getting on your ATV and you're going into the woods or into the backcountry for a few days. I could see where you'd be shoving, you know, maybe a jacket or something underneath here. You know, you can cinch it down tight. I do see how, if you were to zip this close, the strap that goes literally all the way around the whole side, if this were to get rained on, if this is water repellent, which I think it is, it would be pretty hard for your gear and stuff to get damaged from the water on the inside. So that would be kind of nice. You know, I guess to be honest, initially I was thinking I didn't really know that I would ever use this, but now that it's got the stuff in here and it holds its space, it holds its position, I can actually think of a few scenarios in which I would use this, but I can get into those here in a little bit. Let's see now if we can get this thing attached to a Polaris, because it's the only four-wheeler I have. I assume this would be sitting up here on the front. I suppose initially you wouldn't want to have to rely on your headlight if you had this bag on the front, because that's just not going to work. But let me see how I can even possibly get this attached. I'm struggling right now to see. I think if I had like the Polaris, maybe the quick attach hooks up here, which I do not have. In fact, even do this video, I had to, what did I have to do? I had to take my gun rack off the front. Okay, so let's, how is this supposed to work? Oh, here we go. Okay, so I see where you, okay, this hook here. This definitely doesn't look easy. This isn't like you're gonna quickly throw it on, throw it off. This looks like a kind of a deal. Maybe I can get it underneath here. Maybe right here. It's not long enough. Am I just stupid here? Let me take this one off. I'm not seeing how this is going to attach to the front of a Polaris Sportsman four-wheeler without having the hooks up here. But even then, I don't think that would work, because this is supposed to be attached here, and this should be attaching to the front here, and there's nothing to attach that. Well, let's pause installation. Let's look. The other thing they sent me, this came with it, right? This is a package deal. I think this is supposed to be a cooler, which it looks like a cooler. Maybe. Just a standard, well, just a cooler, right? So that could be nice. And what's kind of nice about it is it's kind of like designed to fit into the exact half end of this square. Okay, that could be cool if you were, again, riding off into the backcountry. I think this might not attach to this four-wheeler, but if you took this bag, at least here where I live in Iowa, right now, you can drive like your Polaris Rangers and your side-by-sides all over, almost like a vehicle. I've gone to a grocery store before with my Polaris Ranger, and I came out with 4 or 5 bags, and I set them in the back, and I kind of end up tying them up so they don't blow away when I come home on the highway. I think if you had something like this, though, in the back of your Polaris Ranger, you could set quite a few groceries and possibly even stand up a gallon of milk in here, which then it wouldn't fall over, which is kind of cool. You could do that, throw this on here, and then drive off, and I think a lot of your items would stay protected, especially if you're going to go, 55 miles an hour on a highway. So if this would actually connect and tie to your, if you had a Honda or something with the grate that you could easily attach this to, I could see you using this. Especially, I live on an acreage, and sometimes I run a small tree farm. I could see throwing this open, having your snips in here. I could see having our clipboard with our paperwork in here. I could see having another little container in here for where I keep my square. So if I do a credit card, like I could just keep a lot of stuff in here. That would be nice if I was down there on a four-wheeler. The cooler could be nice. Now, one of the things that says so the link to this, I mean, if you were to buy this is $119.99. It's probably not worth it to me just because I have this Polaris. So it really depends on your use cases. If you could think of a scenario in which this would be fantastic for you, let me know. I'd be really curious. It does say, if you go right up to the Amazon link, which again is in the description here, in this cooler, it did say something I thought was a little peculiar. It says it's designed to keep food and beverages cold and or warm, but I think it says don't put ice in there directly. So I don't know if that means because it leaks or what. I mean, it's a pretty shitty cooler if you can't put ice in it, but maybe it's expecting like those ice packs, the reusable kinds. I'm not 100% sure. So this is 73 liters in size. It's $120. The installation the installation process, not very good because I have a Polaris. It does have double layered waterproof design, which is awesome, I guess. The 12-liter cooler. I mean, there ain't a lot to it. It's a bag, right? It's literally just a bag. I love the orange on the inside. I don't know that like my review is going to sell too many of these, so sorry, Benlari, but I would probably pass on this if I were you. I'm not sure what I'd buy differently, but again, if I had a Polaris ATV and I didn't have some other way to hook onto this, my recommendation would be to pass. Let me know what you think. And anyway, hey, I always appreciate you watching. I'm gonna get other products sent to me to do reviews. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'll always tell you the truth. So if you like videos like this, consider subscribing. Otherwise, I will catch you next time. Thanks.